Oh, free agency, baby! Woo! Woo! You guys did stuff. Did some fun stuff. But
Bad stuff.
everybody suck. Okay. Blake is not happy. If
I'm
you're
not mad either.
if you're a loyal listener to the podcast, you'll know that Blake Wheeler does not like Miles Wood.
Pretty terrible.
In
Yeah.
fact, I think when we did like our pre-matchup podcast the first time they Avs played the Devils, I think you were shit talking Miles Wood.
Mm-hmm. He was one of my favorites to shit talk because of how bad he was. Now he's an Av, so
Yeah,
I guess I'll still get to shit talk him.
maybe. Yeah, so basically, a little free agency recap. The Avs signed Miles Wood, 6 years, 2.5. Andrew Cogliano to 1 by $825K. Jonathan Drouin to 1 by $825K. And Jack Johnson to 1 by $775K. Yep, that made it all worthwhile for Blake.
It was all fine in the end.
Yeah, it was all worth.
Well, it was just gut punch after gut punch, right? Like Miles Wood, 6 years, $2.5 million. And then it was Jonas Johansson to the Lightning.
Yeah. And then it was Lars Eller to the Penguins.
Mm-hmm. And then the Drouin thing was fine. I guess.
The what?
The Drouin thing was fine, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, for $825K.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll get into this more. I argued with so many people today about this, like this plan that they have, but we'll get to it. So
yeah, so I mean, we could start. We'll start off hot and heavy. Let's start off with Miles Wood.
Mm-hmm. So he's really bad.
I'll let you go for a minute.
Watched about 60 Devils games last year. Miles Wood, easily the worst player on the Devils, easily. He's really fast, like really fast, and he's big. Which you think like this is cool, you know? Like I can barely hear like an office thing in the background.
Yeah, I turned on Comedy Central for my dogs when I'm at work. So I just kept it
on. So he's like really fast and really big. So you're like, well, what's the problem here? Well, the problem is that he does not try on one side of the ice.
Yeah.
Does not try in his own zone at all, really. When he sees a loose puck, like he's go, and does make a lot of big mistakes.
He's a puck hunter for sure.
Puck hunter, but when he has it too, he makes a lot of big mistakes. You're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, so it's just weird to me why they chose to give him 6 years at 2.5 and not go other places.
Yeah, really. Like, I know everybody doesn't like the term. I don't really give a shit. I don't know. I think at 2.5 million, like it's 3% of your cap. Like it really doesn't matter. Like either it turns out great or you just buy it out and it's like $800K.
Yeah, I mean,
or something. I don't
like. My problem isn't the contract; it's the player.
I don't know, and I mean, you watch him more than I do, so I'll trust your judgment a little bit more. But I also just feel like I don't know. There's definitely something in him that, like, I mean, obviously the Avs, they gave him the 6-year contract, but they also, he's a fast dude. He's got some puck skill. I don't know. They've gotten some good defensive results out of a lot of players. I know, like, analytically, guys like McKinnon and Rantanen aren't great defensively, but like they're not like to the level where they're going to.
They're McKinnon and Rantanen.
That's true, but my point is that they're not actively hurting you on plays defensively. I mean, those are two guys with a very similar issue where it's like there was a point in their career where they don't try. I mean, I think they try for the most part. That doesn't mean they're great at it, but I think if they can get Miles Wood to try on defense, I think he can be a completely passable bottom six player.
Yeah,
but I mean that's not like a small ask.
No. We'll see how that goes. Not very hopeful.
Yeah, I don't know. I have higher hopes than most, but I can understand why some might not be as. He does fit team male model,
Does he?
kind of. He also looks like an
Uh,
absolute himbo, though.
yeah, he does. Yeah, he does fit team
Like,
male model.
like no offense to Miles Wood, but he looks like a dumbass.
Does he? I don't know. I've watched a lot of him. He doesn't skate like a dumbass.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he like the entire right side of his mouth is missing teeth.
He plays hockey like a dumbass. That's what he does.
Yeah. I mean, and if we look at just raw numbers, he's like you pencil that guy in for double-digit goals. Offense isn't really a question with Miles Wood.
No.
It's just kind of what he does. They have to rein it in with the other stuff. 76 penalty minutes in 76 games last year. Not great.
No.
Yeah, so you got 86 PIMs his first year in New Jersey in 60 games, 84 in 76, 91 in 63, 57 and 80 in 68, 29 and 55.
But bit of a problem.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be something that like Miles Wood is definitely a guy that I can see get healthy scratched like a handful of times this year.
Because of penalties like Abe Kubel.
Yeah, that could work, and it could like rein him in, or it could just do nothing, and then you're just not playing a player that you're signed for 6 years. We'll really see. That's the whole thing with free agency. We just don't really know. But maybe they'll get a Miles Wood jersey because he signed for 6 years.
This is really stupid. I'm not getting his jersey.
I might.
Nah.
I hope he chooses 69. That'd be funny. His last name's Wood.
He'll probably wear 44 again, right? Yeah.
I would assume so. I was looking at it the other day. So, I mean, we can do this really quick since we're on it. So, jersey number predictions, probably, I think most guys just stick with their number. Wood's 44.
Joan Hansen is confirmed 12.
Yeah, he's confirmed 12. I would assume Ross Colton stays 79.
I mean, Drouin will be 27.
Yeah, probably.
Olausson is technically 27.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm going to look this up real quick. What was Jonathan Drouin? Because I could have sworn he was something else.
He was 92.
Okay, 92. Well, it's not going to be that.
Yeah, it can't be that. And he can't be 29 either. I think he'll just be 27. And
imagine McKinnon gives up his 29 for Drouin.
And that'd be the one person who'd do it for.
It would. Well, they said they really picked his brain on it. This is I'll share the story really quick. So Joe Sakic came into my store yesterday. It was shocking for multiple reasons. One, because it was fucking Joe Sakic, and one because it was July 1st, and you don't expect to see Joe Sakic out and about on a July 1st. So I was talking about him, and he was like, "Yeah, no, Drouin's going to be a big reclamation project for us." I got like a mini interview with Joe Sakic. It was actually kind of sick. But yeah, so they're I don't know. I mean, like we can move on to him because he's really the only other like guy that they brought in.
Yeah, it's good. You give the Drouin speech because I'm cooling down from my Miles Wood speech.
I mean, so it's kind of the same thing with Miles Wood, except like Drouin is like just like as in the aggression form of hockey, he's the complete opposite. Like, I mean, defensively he floats around just the same. But he's a solid offensive player, but for the last few years, he just has not been able to put the puck in the net. And there's been some mental health problems with him that's played a big part in that. And I don't know, I mean, I know McKinnon like comes off, he's like the big scary guy, he yells at everybody. But I mean, he kind of got Berkey to shoot more. And he's also like, him and Drouin go way back, They've been connecting. People have been connecting Nathan McKinnon and Jonathan Drouin together their entire careers. Pretty much ever since Drouin probably left Tampa, I don't think. Because because he was pretty solid in Tampa, and then they traded him, and then as things kind of started to trend down for him. But I mean, if we look at his stats, he's good. Had 29 points in 58 games, 20 and 34, 23 and 44, 15 and 27. He's a solid, like, low-end top 6 producer. If you put him next to Nathan MacKinnon, obviously he'll be really good. But the real question with him is defense. And he's also got to fill the net. The Avs need.
Does he, though?
Well, I just don't, like, the problem is, like, who else is going to do it? It's going to be MacKinnon and Rantanen.
Nathan and Mikko.
And then, I mean,
Johansson, I think he'll score 20 goals. I think Nichushkin's good for 25.
Yeah,
It's good for 20.
Yeah, it just kind of depends on how those three go. I definitely think, and bottom of the, I think, you know what? Yeah, I guess he doesn't really need to. Ross Colton is definitely going to be a good.
Ross Colton's going to score 20 goals.
He's going to be a good scoring punch down there. Logan O'Connor, we'll see. Miles Wood's always good. He, like I said, good for double-digit goals.
Yeah, he'll get 15, I think.
And then, I mean,
OC
Kel
will score
McCarr,
8.
obviously.
Kel McCarr's going to score 20
We haven't
goals.
even mentioned Jack Johnson.
The best player on the team.
Yeah.
So
speaking of the best player on the team, what the hell's going to happen with Dennis Mulligan, man?
Europe.
Yeah, but how does that guy end up in Europe? Like, after the year he had? I understand it wasn't, like, spectacular, but I don't know. Like, I don't know. I hope he doesn't end up in Europe. He deserves to stay in the NHL. That guy's too good, and I don't know. It wasn't like he had, like, a hot... I mean, he did kind of have a hot month, but he was, like, kind of solid, just...
If the Avs brought him back, it would be fine.
Yeah, like, I mean, so we can talk about this after let's talk about Cogliano and Jack Johnson. I mean, what is there to talk about? We know these two, Those are your vets, baby.
I love Schlotsky's chips.
Yeah, that's Blake Wheeler on Jack Johnson, Andrew Cogliano. I love Schlotsky's chips. It's been a minute since I've been to Schlotsky's.
So good. So good. I'm just glad they signed him for cheaper.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't, and I mean, so with both of them, the reason they were able to get them so cheap,
they're old.
They're both 35 plus, so they're both eligible for performance-based contracts as well, which don't count towards the cap. So they sign them real cheap, and then just like, if you play some games for us, here you go, pal.
Take the extra dollars. And
it's good. I'm glad JJ decided to stay. I definitely I don't know. I don't think people are pounding at their door. I think there's definitely a market for Andrew Cogliano and Jack Johnson. And
Jack Johnson is my king.
Yes, we love Jack Johnson here. This is a Jack Johnson Stan podcast first and foremost. I ate banana pancakes on a podcast for Jack Johnson once, so it was a pain in the ass, man. It was the hardest podcast I've ever had to do.
Which one?
I think it was after the Ducks game. The one where they just kicked the shit out of him. Because that was his first goal. And then he scored against San Jose, but that one was complete nonsense.
It was.
Yeah. So he got 1 goal with the Avs his first year, 2 last year, due for 3 this year.
Yeah.
I wish I'd known they would have brought him back, because I absolutely would have gotten a Jack Johnson jersey. I still might.
I'm going to this year. Yeah.
You are? We'll get matching Jack Johnson jerseys.
I got to make some dollars first at Starbucks. Then I will.
Yeah. I've been making some dollar dues, but I spent 300 of them on Fatheads for my new room, because Fatheads restocked their Avs stuff. Like, I remember not too long ago, it was literally still rookie Nathan MacKinnon, the one I have in my room right now. But now they actually got ones with new gear.
The rookie Nathan MacKinnon Fatheads, just so good. They're so good.
Yeah, the flow.
I miss it.
So you can kind of see it right up there.
Oh yeah, I see his legs.
Yeah, rookie Nathan McKinnon right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, no, that's Gabe Landeskog.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of the poster. That's right there. That's rookie Nathan McKinnon.
Yes, it is.
So, all right, yeah, but I mean, most people like saw this Cogliano, Jack Johnson.
Shout out Jake.
Shout out Jake.
Just look at it.
Okay, hold on. Shout out Jake. All right.
Jakey poo.
Oh god. My dog is chewing on something. Here, you talk about Cogliano and Jack Johnson for a second. Let me make sure.
Andrew Cogliano. He's pretty bad now, honestly. He's still not a whole lot happens when he's on the ice, so that's good. And I'm sure he'll only be playing, 8-9 minutes a game this year instead of 14 like he had to last year. And then Jack Johnson is my king, and I love him. And he's perfect in every way, no matter what he does on the ice.
See, but he's like a solid sixth defenseman for
He's
the
like
Avs.
fine. He's just fine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He doesn't fuck up. Doesn't do anything like good either. He just he's just there.
Yeah. I mean, okay, we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, you made a good point with Cogliano. Definitely with him being in reduced minutes and a reduced role this year, I think you can expect a better like comparative performance out of him. Somehow, given his big role, he did score a decent amount of goals. He could again. He's probably going to be playing with a little bit more talent, maybe than usual.
Who, Cogliano?
Maybe. I really don't know what they're going to do with.
I think he might get scratched at some point in the year, man. I think it's that bad.
I don't think he's that bad.
I do.
He's fine. I think he's fine. Like both of them are just like voids, black holes.
Okay, I'm here for that. Okay. Any more plurs?
No. I mean, so there's.
Oh yeah. What do you think Ross Colton's deal is going to be?
I'm not sure. I have a feeling it'll get done like today or like tomorrow or the day after. I think, yeah, I think it'll be 3 or 4 years. I'd like it to be 5, but I think
it's going to be expensive.
I think
why it's taking this long. I think it'll be 3.5.
I don't think it'll be expensive. Is the thing. I just think they wanted to wait until they like got they got Beau done and they got the like their UFAs to deals.
I see.
I think like I wouldn't like 4.5 is probably the max. I think it'll.
Dude, if it's 4.5, I'm just gonna quit being a fan.
That would not be. It wouldn't be ideal. I wouldn't like despise it, but yeah, no, it wouldn't be great.
So
because, sorry.
No, you're fine. I mean, like after he signs and after
Myers.
After Myers, they're gonna have like $3-ish million, maybe a little more, 3.5.
Yeah, probably like 3.5. No, I would go closer to 3. And
Let's
probably
just stay
even
at
a little
3.
bit less.
So what do you do?
Find someone for cheap. That's the thing.
How many people for cheap? Like 2?
Right.
You get 1 forward, 1 defenseman?
That's the question. Do you get a forward and a defenseman at $1 million each, or do you try and? So if it was
GM
me
Eddie.
making the decisions, I sign
What would you
Ethan
do?
Bear.
Okay.
And then I sign who's even left?
Dan Heinen.
Dan Heinen wouldn't be bad. Let me look. Let's see who's
Grab a list.
Yeah, probably Dan Heinen. What are P.S. Suter's number like? Is he good defensively?
Okay. Yes, his fancies are really good, but I was talking to AJ about this the other day. I guess he's more of a perimeter player.
Okay.
Not kind of soft. I wouldn't mind it, but his fancies are really good. He scores goals. Yeah, so
Yeah, so really, I don't really have like. Sometimes I have a bad like I can't really think of any good like really. To me, it's you sign Ethan Bear, you put him on LTIR, and you sign him for like $1 million or something, and
Yep.
then you just bring him out. I mean, because I think if you keep Jack Johnson to like a 7th, 6th, 7th defenseman role, you'll be fine. I mean, even if they ride him until the trade deadline, it's not the worst thing in the world. But I would like to see Ethan Bear just because I think you have to trade assets for that guy. You just put him on LTIR. It makes it so much easier, and he fits so well. And then you just get like a PK specialist defensive forward.
I like it. So you're getting 3 people.
No, 2.
Oh, 2 people. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, one of those, and then one of those. Oh, also,
But like, is Ethan Bear a person if he's on LTIR? No.
Technically not, but I think like I don't think you need another defenseman for this moment. I think you need.
I think you need 2. I would just get two forwards and Ethan Bear, like because if Ethan Bear's on LTIR, he's gone.
You can get 2 forwards and Ethan Bear. I just don't. I wouldn't hate it, but I don't know. I think I'd like to see what Frederick Olofsson has first.
Like, who kills penalties? Well, I want there to be as many jobs as possible to be won.
That's true. Create some
as many people to win. Like, yeah, I want there to be some competition.
I don't. I know this is like a. So. We could talk about development camp in a minute because that roster was released today, but
yawn.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's actually kind of. I don't know.
Development camp, yawn. Oh.
Blake's not a big development camp guy.
Mm-mm. They're bullying you.
Yeah, listen, I can hear an all-time office prank right now. First, why are my Discord alerts on?
So, just trying to piece it together. Like, here's my thing: they need a safety net for Jonathan Drouin, right? Because what if that just doesn't work? Like, they need someone who can moonlight a top 6 job for a couple months till the trade deadline.
Yeah, whoever that is, I don't know.
Because it's not Ross Colton, it's not Miles Wood, it's not whoever else they signed. Who the hell did they sign? No one else. It's not LOC, it's not Andrew Cogliano, it's not Ben Myers, it's not Frederick Olofsson. It's got to be another dude. There's got to be another guy.
Yep.
Pius Suter would be fine because like he played, what was that, 3-4 years ago with Patrick Kane, and was like awesome with Patrick Kane. Like I feel like that'd be fine. And he's been good for Detroit too. Like he really has been. So that would be fine with me.
He's also Swiss.
Yes. Does he kill penalties?
I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna look at his JFresh card. Because if he kills
penalties, I mean he's good for 10 goals.
Yeah.
He's got 14, 15, and 14 in his career.
Yeah. Oh, he does kill penalties. He's really good at it. And he wins face-offs too. Okay,
there you go. Sign Pius Suter.
This is the guy I want.
All right, we're on the Pius Suter train, which means
we're on the Pius Suter train.
Sign Pius Suter.
94 percentile penalty killer. Woo! Yes, get this guy. Good plur.
He's a good plur.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
so I would do Pius Suter, and I would do, I don't know, who's like a grittier guy.
David Rodriguez.
Yeah, I know. I would do Pius Suter, and I do Danton Heinen, call it good.
Yep, and then Ethan Bear.
Then Ethan Bear, just stash the dead player on LTIR until December and then you can just figure it out. You should be fine. It's $1 million.
Hi, Tiki.
So, yeah. We figured it out. We're pros at this.
Hit us up.
Eat more chips.
C-Mac. All right, we'll give you 1 second. Yeah, I mean, that's, I don't know. It's just kind of like there's not a lot to talk about. Do you mind, dog? My dog's begging for attention. How do you feel about this current team?
Okay, yeah, this was a question I had for you. Do you think it's better or worse than last year's?
Oh, better for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I think it's like a tick worse right now.
Yeah.
Well, fully healthy. What was last year's team fully healthy? It was Lehkonen, McKinnon, Rantanen, and then it was Comfer, Erod, Nichushkin, right?
Yes.
And then it was Newhook, Eller.
Well, yeah, but that was post deadline. That's not
Okay. Newhook, Mulligan. okay, it's better. This team's better. But like without Erod, I don't
only
know.
thing with Pius Suter, I don't know if you can.
I think this team's marginally better than last year's. I just think Erod to Drouin is a big downgrade.
It's I don't love it. Okay, let me see really quick here. Let me just get these. Chris Romaine's going to be at the Def Camp this year, guys. Woo! Chris
The other
Romaine.
vegetable.
Chris Romaine. To be honest, I know everybody's penciling Myers in for $1 million. I think he gets $900K.
You think it's $900K?
I think it's $950. It doesn't really make a difference. I'm just cap friendlying this really quick, seeing what we got here. Like they are in like a territory where they might have to like trade Curtis McDermott right away.
That'd be great.
Yeah, Blake's a big fan of that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, what is going on here?
That'd be great. If they had to trade Curtis McDermott, I would jump for joy.
How rude. All right, let me just do some finagling here.
I don't know. I'm excited. There's more dominoes that have to fall. There just are. Like and it's really such a shame. It's such a shame. Because I was miss you to stay.
This is thrilling. I'm working this out.
Now it's gonna be alright again someday. And someday maybe you'll miss me, but by then you'll be Mr. Too Late.
Are you singing Taylor Swift?
I sure am. Everyone enjoy it. Goodbye, Mr. Perfectly Fine.
You always sing the songs like don't know.
Mr. Always at the right place at the right time.
How much cap space do I have left?
Baby.
2.3. I think you might only be able to sign Pius Suter, to be completely honest.
Mr. Everett and Bear, because you can just put them on LTI.
Yeah, right. But the thing with right now I gave Ross Colton 3.5, Ben Myers 950. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I'm down to 2.3. Pius Suter's last contract, he made 3.2.
He'll make less.
Maybe. I don't know.
I think so. He's not a very gritty player. Like teams aren't going after him.
Maybe.
He hasn't played very hard. I have chips stuck in my throat. Doesn't play very hard. I bet you he comes in at like 2.5, 2.5, somewhere in there.
I'll give him 2.5 for you.
And then you're fine. Just deal with it. You're 200K over, whatever. Send a guy down.
Yeah, I'm 200K over. See you later, Kermit.
Bye. Just trade him.
There you go. 800K
for whatever you can get.
All right, so here we go. We're gonna do another little cat-friendly show time. This is if I had $2 million. It's a very funny joke. Everybody should laugh at it. So my lines, I put Jonathan Drouin, Nathan McKinnon, Val Nichushkin.
So here's
Put your best
I
defensive forward with your
so
worst defensive forward.
Lecky and Nathan are bros, but here's the thing: Lecky can't play the right side, and
Yep.
neither can Drouin. So you got to put Val there.
Val can do whatever the fuck he wants.
And then Miko is going to carry Rijo and Lecky Pie.
Well, it's a pretty
That's filthy. It's disgusting.
That's a gross second line. That is a just like
I love
maybe
that
they have
second line
finished
because
powers.
Johansson and Miko play at about the same pace. Like it's a fast pace, but it's not fast with their feet.
Yeah, they're not like it's not Nathan McKinnon fast.
Right.
Logan
And then Drouin will be able to skate with McKinnon and Nichushkin, obviously. It's just
and they got that
an
cam.
animal. So then Ross Colton, Miles Wood, and LOC. I would do Pius Suter with them, honestly. I would do Suter on the left, Wood on the right, and then
that's not a bad idea. So.
I would do because Wood can play both sides, even though he sucks at both, like he still can. And then Cogliano definitely probably he's in your starting lineup. OC for sure. Ben Myers is there. Olsen's your extra. Yeah. And then you just carry one extra guy and you're fine.
Yep.
Well,
Freddie Olsen. Yeah,
no. And then the defense is the defense, and it rocks. And Jack Johnson's there. So.
Yeah, Jack Johnson's there to carry it all. This is what I did for defense. I literally have no idea what the fuck they're going to do with defense.
I think it's fine, man.
I think
they could sign Ethan Bear.
I did sign Ethan Bear, but he's on LTIR.
Yeah, that's perfect.
For money.
I love it.
All right, we'll publish this and we'll see what everybody hates about it.
If I had $2 million.
If I had $2 million, I would sign Ethan Bear and Pius Suter.
Yeah.
Haven't you always wanted Ethan Bear and Pius Suter? All right. Well, we'll do like the quickest dev camp run over. So
it happened.
Well, they're doing off ice stuff right now.
Off ice stuff happened. That's all you need to know. That's literally it.
Okay. Well, but we want to go over the roster.
Dev camp is yawn. I can't wait.
Blake hates prospects.
The good stuff is the rookie tournament later in August.
So a few highlights. Owen Allard, Sean Allard's son, is on the invite. That's fun. That's cool. He had 7 points in 14 games with the Sault Ste. Marie.
Yawn.
What I do think is interesting, Colby Ambrosio and Sean Behrens are there. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, that is cool. I didn't know Sean Behrens was there.
You never know with the college kids.
You keep hearing my AirPods go.
I did not actually. Sam Malinsky is there, which is kind of surprising. The way MacFarland talked yesterday, I thought they might be trying to give him a job. Oscar Lawson is not there, which does indicate that they do want.
They want him to make the team.
He's also doing stuff with Peter Forsberg right now, which
that's the guy to do stuff with.
Yep. Hey, I'll allow it, man.
That's fine. Fine by me.
Guys, Jon Loshing has a name.
Never heard of that.
Yep. Chris Romaine is there. Taylor McCarr also there. Then the guys they signed last year. The other guys, Andre Pavel, Jason Poland, Callum Ritchie.
Well, Callum Ritchie can't do anything.
Probably not. Matt Steinberg, Julius Sumpf. And then we got Briley Wood. We got a few pairs of wood. Yeah, so that's cool. Sean Behrens, like I said, Aiden de la Gorgadier.
That's someone.
He had 65 points in 65 games for Saskatoon in the dub. So we'll see. That's a name to look out for. Gianni Fairbrother, also there.
Okay, good.
Mikhail Gliayev, also good. Then some of the guys, Jeremy Hansel.
Good that Gliayev is there. Hansel. Oh, yeah, I'm excited to hear about that guy.
Yeah, Chris Romaine, like I said. Michael Underwood. God, we got 3 woods. We got enough. We got a lot of wood. The Avs got wood, guys. The Avs got wood. It's worth it for that, man. It's worth it for the jokes. And then they got Brian Young. He's on an AHL contract, so. Oh, he played for CC. Interesting. There's a guy there who was born in 2005, and that makes me feel bad about myself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing just fine.
Kid, 96 PIMs in 57 games.
Okay, so he likes to get him some.
Oh, that was a thing that I just did. I mean, I don't really know. Is there much else to talk about? We just kind of got to see what the Avs do.
Yeah, that's all we can do.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not a whole lot else to talk about. I've got Fortnite to play.
He's got Fortnite to play. I got
I've
an essay
Fortnite
to
play.
submit.
You got an essay to submit, and we've got a long off season ahead of us.
Dev camp. Dev camp. Dev camp. Dev camp.
It sucks. Okay. I think that should just about do it. Hopefully they don't do any other stupid stuff. Like
Jake wants to be on the pod.
Huh?
Hey, man, the Avs got Wood. That's impressive.
No.
Wood. It's a funny name because it's like a boner. All right. Well, anything else? I think we're good here.
We should let them on the pod really quick.
I'll just drop the link in there.
Yeah. It's a free-for-all.
Yeah. We'll see what other thoughts people. We're going to open this up to the public. First ever Cake Eaters Q&A. My stream. Jesus. Hold on. Let's see how this goes. This could be awful.
This could be terrible.
At least I trust him.
Let's just send.
Oh. All right, we're done. We're out of here. I'm gonna go beat up Jake. All right. Well, this is fun. See you later, guys.
Bye now.
Avs got